Alright, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials weekly therapy number 18 here, 0 upgrades, and we are doing the third of 4 trials within this weekly, which is Kill the Snitch. If you don't know, of course, as you can see on the screen here, the 0 upgrades trial will remove your amps, all of your rig upgrades, although you do still get the rig, and it will also remove your tier 2 and 3 prescriptions. Misleading though that moniker of no prescriptions may be, you actually get to keep the tier 1 prescriptions, but you do lose several important things such as an extra inventory spot and being able to bash down doors in 2 hits rather than 3. Also, of course, not having the noise reduction amp is a sadness for me. We are, of course, rocking blind on this one as it is Kill the Snitch, and that is my standard strategy to rock the blind rig, especially for the ending section. And we're going to jump right into things here. So yeah, this and Grind the Bad Apples should be the more difficult of the 4 trials that we're having to complete here, so should be interesting. And yeah, having the vaulting take stamina is actually pretty brutal when you when you're just running into here. Even I think we can maybe hustle a little bit, and we get a nice early poster, which is always good. And I think if we stick to this crate, he shouldn't get close enough to notice us. Perfect. Bit of RNG always at the beginning of this trial, if that guy will be closer to the area where you jump in or further down this hallway area. Luckily we got the better of the 2 outcomes, and now we can just run straight into the security zone since the large person was not anywhere threatening, although they rarely are. They're usually either off to the side and not going to be in your way, or they are checking under a desk or barrel in this immediate vicinity right outside. And they are hustling out of here as fast as they can. And yeah, we walked straight down, so we should maybe be able to get through to the snitch without having to worry about the person that comes out. Let's hope. We're just gonna hold down shift, but yeah. This next upcoming, oh, and you know, I always forget because I'm so used to having it, but I do not have my rig available at the start of the trial during these because that is one of the upgrades that you lose from your rig. We were able to make it straight to the snitch here, so we'll just give that person a second or two to walk down the hall. But yeah, the blind rig cooldown is actually extremely long compared to stun. It's kind of crazy because I think stun is, in most use cases, a better rig to bring, or at least for most trials. And I mean, but where blind is good, it's usually very good. We actually have 2 posters already, which is great. Yeah, where blind is good, it's usually very good, but the cooldown is an extremely significant portion greater than the stun rig, which is kind of unfortunate, but here we are in the basement, the garage, whatever it is exactly. We're gonna hopefully, okay, we got the blind guy over there, which is honestly not a bad spot for him, since that is fairly out of the way and won't be somewhere we hopefully need to visit unless the generator is in that corner. Unfortunately, we also lose, of course, with the prescription removal, the ability to move more quickly with heavy objects like this gas can. So we are quite slow when transporting this thing. And we have someone probably in that locker. Yep, you can oh, is that not? Wait, are they in the barrel? I'm very suspicious here. Surely they're not in that barrel, right? I would have seen them. Alright, so they must be in the other locker that was hidden behind the door. I thought the locker door being open was them peeking out when I walked in the room, but seeing as it didn't open back up, I figured that actually was not the case. Also lost with prescription removal, and they are doing that weird knock on the door thing a lot more often than I feel like I've ever seen before. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, you also have shorter night vision battery life, which is actually more significant than you might think. It drains quite quickly without that increased duration upgrade from that. I think it's a tier 2 prescription as this stupid thing comes crashing down in front of us. But yeah, good news, Coil has made his leave in the other direction, so hopefully we are in the clear. Always an annoying number of screamers down here, and yes, thankfully the generator is going to be in this room, so we should be safe from the blind guy. And yeah, no avoiding that really. The screamer was going to go off. And it takes, of course, the annoying 3 bashes to break down the door, but this, I would say, is the ideal generator spawn. It's as far away as possible from the entrance, but in so being is also as far away as possible from the blind guy who can, in my experience, cause the most trouble in this trial generally. And I am going to set up my blind rig here just to be safe, but we should be looking pretty good here for this basement segment. Just will be a little bit more stealthy on the way out as well. And Screamer, of course, repositioned into the exact spot to be triggered by my usage of the generator. I'm kind of just waiting to see if Coil comes over here, since I don't want to be caught out in like the hallways by him, but he does usually, unless he's right nearby the generator. And there's post number 3 of 3, but he usually heads straight back to the garage door to try and catch you out leaving. You can check if the secret room is here. It is not. Secret room definitely quite valuable in this trial, or in this weekly rather, just because of how much less stamina and battery life you have, as well as your stamina usage is also higher. But yeah, thankfully, in a twist of good fortune, the blind guy has moved further away, so we have a pretty clear path to sneak back through this way. And as long as Coil is not in the area, which he probably is, we're going to go for it here. Yep, looks like we are good to go for this section, just as he comes around, and we are out of there. And now I am going to once again employ the very useful tactic of trapping the large X-Pop who roams the area at this point. Again, shout out to, I'm not exactly sure how to say their name. I think it's like Dashia Wea or something like that from my comments, who really helped me out with this one. I never even heard of this strategy. He left a comment for me telling me how to do it, and it is super useful. There's no elevators in here, so... Is he behind me? I think he's behind me. But yeah, you basically bring the guy in here and lock him in, and he can't get out because he doesn't know how to open the garage, doesn't know how to open... You rebar the door is basically the key. So how exactly... I mean, I think we should just be fine to do it. You open the door quite a lot faster in solo, the garage door. So just put down a blind rig, and then we head in here and get the large X-Pop to chase us. We gotta do a quick 3 kicks swiftly on that door, and I'm gonna open this just to prevent any shenanigans. But yeah, we can push this a bit, and then the large X-Pop will come out. And normally, if this was the only thing that it helped you with, it really wouldn't be that important to do. But, I mean, it's not important to do, but it is just a nice, you know, quality of life help to make the trial a bit less annoying. But basically, if you lock them up here, they won't show up at the end of the trial, and they also won't show up at the when you're looking around at the first gate and stuff. So it is very useful. Alright, so here we go. Oh no, you didn't lose me, don't you worry. Come on in. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we close the door, lock it, run back, open the lift. Uh-oh. Well, that was dubious. Maybe I did something wrong, or maybe not having the duration upgrades on stun or blind is a significant impact to that strategy, but thankfully the lingering smoke from blind did save me from getting clobbered there. Although maybe you want to put the blind rig further away from the door than I did to avoid that from potentially happening. I'm not too sure. But still, strategy works, and it is even more effective in a group when one of you can pre-open the garage door while the other one lures and closes the barred door. So, sorry, 1 second. Okay, we're gonna head forward now. But yeah, so basically, rest of the trial, that X-pop is no longer going to be a factor. So, who's coming out here? That must. Oh, that is the pusher. I was going to say that must be the pusher. But yeah, I was going to push the Snitch right up to the first gate because there's usually no reason not to, basically, because nothing will be in the way there, whereas normally the large X-pop will be hounding you. But seeing as the pusher came out, we might as well just wait. That is fire. We will look at it to get the UI indicator out of the way. And we got a bonus poster, and there... I'm an idiot! I always crouch when I open doors, too. That's a rare thing that I mean, I rarely get hit by that. I do think that the spade is the key for the gate, the third gate. But I'm gonna just do the secret room and check. I got all excited about the secret room and just didn't crouch under the stupid door trap, but... having only that mistake shouldn't be the end of the world. And importantly, with the secret room, of course, these boosts are very, very useful. However, we also get, I believe, a guaranteed rig recharger in here, which is something we definitely want for the final part of this trial. Let me just double check that. Yep, it is the spade. And we can grab our first key here, which will get, cross off the list this area. So that key is very, very likely to not be one of the ones that we need. I'm not going to say certainly anymore after when I was doing this trial with Isaac during the Stay Together weekly last week. We had a very, very rare case of overlapping zones that led two keys to be almost on top of each other. It was very, very strange, something I've never seen before. Although having no bodies outside gives me a little bit of suspicion. Is he going to come out into here, or is he going further? Okay. But this could easily be one of our keys right here. Being the moon, it is not. It could also be in this room on the table. Also not the case. So, hey, maybe my strategy or thought process isn't as foolproof as I believed. But looking for eye and diamond. Trying to, let's see what we can check out in here. Nothing in there. We'll probably end up running into our friend here in the hallway unless he's doing a full lap. Good spot for that screamer, so I don't want to set him off. Ooh, that's not ideal. Hopefully this is open. Okay, alright, we're fine, I think. Should be okay. No key in this room, really. That's strange. So one of our keys must be, I believe, in the little in-between room right here. I'll be very surprised if not. Okay, there is a key in the corner at least. Surely it is one of the keys. Yes, okay. Just making sure that my my thought process for this trial isn't completely out the window and not even worth considering. Very annoying glass placement there. I think we're just going to go back and push the... oh wow, you're there. Okay, we'll just run a full lap through here, through this hallway. And we can go in here, I guess. Might as well. We know that's not one of ours. And you know, just to make me eat my words, it's going to end up being that one that I said it almost certainly isn't. Let's have a look. Okay, thankfully not. We do need the diamond key. So it could be in one of these back rooms, I guess, although Again, that would seem very strange to me, given there's usually... And I know I've gone over this before, but I like to repeat these things to kind of reinforce them for... Oh, hi, friend. For both the viewers and myself. That essentially there's 3 sections to this police station. There's this one that I'm in. There's the one that encompasses the back area. And then there's the administration one where I just was, and the smaller X-Pop guy is, and normally the larger as well if you don't trap him. And usually, for the most part, there is one key in each of the sections. However, there is the occasional, and recently it's seeming to happen more than occasionally, where they will be kind of in the same section, or 2 keys will be in the same section, seemingly, where they... But one of them is kind of on one end of that section, the other one's on the other end, and as such they kind of overlap. And that appears to have been the case here. This is very similar positioning, honestly, to how Isaac and I ended up getting our keys. So this side of the prison definitely seems, or police station definitely seems more weighted to having 2, because the outdoor section doesn't really have as many spawns that can possibly happen. So I guess if it doesn't spawn in one of those expected spots, it will be kind of one on this side of this area and then one on the side that I'm on right now. But yeah, I mean, that's just, I'm just yapping really. Mostly assumptions, but we've got all of our 3 keys now, and we can head back to the Snitch and start pushing. And we should, okay, so yeah, the pusher's coming out, so it should be good to just run all the way back through this area. He'll see us through the door, probably. But that should be no problem, because we will be long gone after he arrives there. And let's go through the bathrooms to get to the Snitch. Or, oh, we got another poster, wow. We'll open the gate first, might as well. And yeah, normally right around this whole area with the tables and everything, you would be getting harassed by the large X-Pop. But they are sadly and tragically trapped within that little side area. I wonder if that's the kind of thing that they would patch by adding in a like one of the elevator things into that area or not. I mean, maybe they do already know about it. I had never heard of it until I got that comment when I've played quite a lot. I don't think it's something that needs a patch necessarily, but it does seem a little bit strange. But it is a cool strategy. And it makes perfect sense that it would work. It's just not something I'm sure if they would want to be possible or not. Hey, I'm not too sure. Unfortunately, we are going to have to wait a little bit for our rig cooldown here, since we do need 2 blind rigs to try and execute my strategy. Which should be easier and safer because of the fact that the big X-Pop is trapped. So we can... Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll grab that over the bottle for sure. Bottles are monumentally useless without strong arm for the most part. You can use them to distract enemies and make them walk where you want, but I rarely tend to do that unless it's for the blind guy. Because they'll briefly go and check it out and then quickly be back and annoying you, and it's rarely enough time to do anything. So let's go ahead, place the blind rig there, open the gate, push the Snitch the rest of the way. And did Coil not come out yet? Oh, okay, I messed it, or did I mess it up? I mean, I feel like that was a very slow Coil spawn. Usually, if I tried to start placing my rig down, he would have been... Ooh, I don't know. He would have been not out by the time my rig was placed if I had tried that. Ooh, this is gonna be close. I think we're good. Well, the Smokey can't see very well, can ya? See you later. See you later. Let's recharge. Alright, that was pretty good. But yeah, a little bit of a strange spawn. And we got another recharger. Quite fortunate here at the end of the trial. And it looks like the smaller X-Pop is not in the area at the moment, so we're just gonna skedaddle on out. There will, as far as I understand it, still be the larger X-Pop in this area. I believe. And yeah, coil is there. What I'm gonna do is actually hit this maybe. I'm not sure about what I'm doing right now. Okay. Dude, I'm right here. Huh? Okay, let's go. Hopefully the large guy is not like right behind me, but I think we're okay. Always a little bit awkward this ending, depending on how quickly Coil ends up coming out to harass you, but I think that worked out fairly well. And he's, look at him over there just being a bozo. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. My mistake. I wasn't aiming for you at all. But that should be good enough for the completion here for the A+. I do believe, despite my door trap mistake. Yep, there we have it. A+, 20 minutes, 6 seconds. Kill the Snitch 0 upgrades. Very, very nice. And yeah, it should just be that one mistake where I got caught by a door trap. Silly, silly, greedy for the secret room, but either way, not too bad, honestly. I really do like that ability to trap the large X-Pop. It's just makes it more convenient, really. It's not like he's actually a huge threat, at least unless he comes up behind you when I'm trying to execute my strategy at the end of the trial. Then it can be very annoying. But he's just more so an annoyance when you're trying to push the Snitch up to that first gate and get it open. And you just, you just have to deal with him. But he's never really going to mess you up and make you lose your grade for the most part. He'll just waste your time, I essentially would say. But yeah, that is it for Kill the Snitch. We just have one more trial to go for this weekly, and that will be it, which is going to be Grind the Bad Apples, everybody's favorite. And yeah, should be fun. So I'll see you guys for that.